scruffy looking.
What's going on, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in. This is my fourth update. I am currently in week 4, and so the beard is coming in somewhat nicely. And so I will go ahead and just start off by showing you guys what that looks like. So here I am. It's I can't remember the day of the month right now. I think it's the 26th or something like that. And so I am 26 days in. And this is, so I'm starting on week 4. So at the end of January, I will have completed 1 month. Neck's still clean, cheeks still clean, like I've talked about in previous videos. So there's not really a whole lot to show. You know, in this beginning phase, it's just, you know, you're just growing hair. There's nothing to measure. There's nothing really all that happening except for you're getting through the mental challenges and maybe societal challenges and whatnot that you're facing. So as I mentioned, societal challenges, one of the challenges that I think guys hit soon on in the beard growing process is convincing your manager or the people that you work with to let you do it. And I think that I've got a couple different tips that will help you do that. So here they are. First one being, start without asking. Don't ask first. There's the saying, ask for forgiveness, not permission. I recommend that with this. Managers, especially managers, and a lot of them have this tendency to like want to nip things right in the bud before they ever become an issue. And so they may be overthinking the fact that this will ever become an issue. And so if you say like, hey, I'm thinking about growing out, they'll be like, nah, don't do it, man. So just start and then deal with it later. So start without asking, just start doing it. And then second point would be keeping it clean, right? So like I've talked about before, again, everyone has different opinions on this. Keep it off your neck, keep it off your cheeks, and grow the corporate beard first. And then you can phase into your long beard if that's your end goal. I mean, there are entire generations that, you know, several generations that where by and large, all of the men, their grandpas or their dads or whatever, all had completely shaven faces. The movie stars of the time all had completely shaven faces. So it is just unfamiliar for them. And most people treat something that they're unfamiliar with either fear or hostility or whatever. And maybe those are, you know, too aggressive of words for it, but I think you get the idea. So people can have a real problem with when you start doing that. They're, you know, it's not something that they're used to. It makes them feel uncomfortable. So keeping it clean is going to help you deal with those types of issues as well. You keep it just on your face, not letting this part get all gnarly and not letting this part crawl up into your eyes. So you look like a caveman, as it can happen sometimes. And then last point really is just keeping it, you know, being upfront with your manager. So like I said, start don't ask up front. I don't think you need to do that. But at the 1 month or 2 month mark, would be a good idea to go ahead and just, if they haven't broached the topic with you already, to go ahead and mention it to them. Just be like, hey, just so you know, my goal here is 3 months. And that's another reason why I'm a big fan of the 3-month commitment when you're starting out, because it also lets you tell your significant other or your manager or something like that, that you have a game plan in mind, that you're not, you know, because if your beard, they might think that your beard sucks or that it doesn't look good, and you don't want, you want to save them from having to say that, or, you know, from having to make it uncomfortable or whatever. So if you let them know after you've started, like, hey, just so you know, I'm going to take this to at least 3 months and then kind of reevaluate. You know, I know it's kind of like, it looks kind of, you know, whatever right now, but just give me 3 months and then, you know, like, let me know what you think then. And that's a good way to, you know, let them know that you're not going to just go forever with this, that you've got something in mind. And as a manager, of course, I don't care if an employee, you know, wanted to grow their facial hair or their hair or whatever. But from a management perspective, if somebody was doing something, I guess, like trying to put my mind in that kind of a manager's mind, if someone came to me with a plan rather than just like doing it willy-nilly, then I would feel a whole lot more confident about it. Of course, you know, different industries have different standards. And so, you know, if you healthcare and food industry, you know, there's a lot of regulation in regards to facial hair there, and it's understandable. And so, you know, having that conversation with your boss, like I said, again, after you've started, I think is the best way to go about it. So to recap, start without asking, you know, ask for forgiveness, not permission. Keep it clean off the neck, off the cheeks. And then lastly, at the 1 or 2 month mark, go ahead and let your manager know what your plan is, or, you know, again, you can, or significant other if you want to do that too, but let them know what your plan is, so that way they know what to expect. So that's all I've got for you guys today. I hope that you're finding these useful and helpful. And because I really want these to be useful and helpful, I have plenty of ideas of topics of videos that I want to cover in the future. But especially during this beginning phase, I would like to make sure I'm covering the kind of questions that you may be having right now, or concerns or whatever that you're dealing with right now. So again, I've done this many times, and I'm trying to think of everything that I can that may be going through the head of a brand new bearder. And so if you are a brand new bearder, then please let me know what questions you have that maybe I haven't covered yet. And I would love to address those and do whatever I can to help encourage you to grow out your facial hair. Give it a try, give it a shot, change your look, change the world. I'll catch you on the flippity flip.